right here where we wanted to be. We weren't sure if we were going to be able to be right here today, but I think really and truly the sky holds its breath for this. And it didn't matter where this happened, down here, up there. It's so special that it wouldn't matter if we had it in the driveway. We're here today on August 8th, 2008, a date that holds tremendous significance for Chase and Alejandro. Not because it's a symbol of infinity or because it happens to be the luckiest combination of numbers, but ironically, the number 8 has played a significant role in their relationship, beginning with the day they first met on May the 8th, and the day they moved in, September 18th, and the day they were engaged, January 08. And then there was 1 year ago on August 8th, 2007. They were supposed to be in Spain. By chance, they had stumbled upon some of the most coveted reservations in the world to eat at El Bulli in the rural town of Las Rosas. In spite of months of penny saving, Chase became very ill, and they were forced to cancel their trip. What Chase didn't know was that Alejandro had planned on proposing that night at that restaurant exactly 1 year ago today. So, Camila would like to share a piece from the prophet on love.
When love beckons to you, follow him, though his ways are hard and steep. And when his wings enfold you, yield to him, though the sword hidden among his pinions may wound you. And when he speaks to you, believe in him, though his voice may shatter your dreams, as the north wind lays waste the garden. For even as love crowns you, so shall he crucify you. Even as he is for your growth, so is he for your pruning. Even as he ascends to your height and caresses your tenderest branches that quiver in the sun, so shall he descend to your roots and shake them in their clinging to the earth. Like sheaves of corn, he gathers you into himself. He threshes you to make you naked. He sifts you to free you from your husks. He grinds you to the whiteness. He kneads you until you are pliant. And then he ascends you to his sacred fire, that you may become sacred bread for God's sacred feast. All these things shall love unto you, that they may know the secrets of the heart, and in that knowledge become a fragment of life's heart. But if in your fear you would seek only love's peace and love's pleasure, then it is better for you that you cover your nakedness and pass out of love's threshing floor, into the seasonless world where you shall laugh, but not all of your laughter, and weep, but not all of your tears. Love gives not but itself, and takes not but from itself. Love possesses not, nor would it be possessed, for love is sufficient unto love. And think not that you can direct the course of love, for love, if it finds you worthy, directs your course. Love has no other desire but to fulfill itself. But if you love and must needs have desires, let these be your desires: to melt and be like a running brook that sings its melody to the night, to know the pain of too much tenderness, to be wounded by your own understanding of love, and to bleed willingly and joyfully, to wake at dawn with a winged heart and give thanks for another day of loving, to rest at the noon hour and meditate love's ecstasy, to return home at eventide with gratitude, and then to sleep with a prayer for the beloved in your heart and a song of praise upon your lips.
And the following excerpt is from a letter that Alejandro gave to Chase 1 year after the day they met. And Josh will share that with us.
Today is a blessing, though as I watch you, I'm reminded of our year together when we first met. This beautiful, hectic, laughable, emotional, sexy, inspiring, unforgettable year together that has meant more to me than any relationship in my life. Being here in the Berkshires always reminds me of our very beginning and what our love is made out of. It takes me back to the silence between us, when we had no clue if we were doing the right thing, or if we would even end up still loving each other. Walking the dogs through the field and wondering if we should hold hands or talk about the weather. Sitting through dinners where nothing around us existed until people disturbed our airspace for mundane things like food, checks, or more wine. Since those first few months of bliss and exploration into our souls, it is undeniable that you bring a peace to the turmoils in my heart, all the while setting fire to its soul, leaving it always wanting another breath of you.
Now Chase's godfather, Uncle Jimmy, would like to share a reading on marriage, and this is also from the prophet.
You were born together, and together you shall be forevermore. You shall be together when the white wings of death scatter your days. Aye, you shall be together even in the silent memory of God. But let there be spaces in your togetherness, and let the winds of the heavens dance between you. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another of your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. Sing and dance together and be joyous, but let each of you be alone. Even as the strings of a lute are alone, though they quiver with the same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping. For only the hand of life can contain your hearts. And stand together, yet not too near together. For the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow.
A year ago today, instead of Spain, Alejandro and Chase drove here to seek some respite. The following is an excerpt from a letter that Chase wrote 1 year ago today on August 8th, 2007. And Chase's sister, Michael, will read that letter.
This is such an idyllic time, and yet so easy to take for granted. So easy to allow such moments to slip past unnoticed. And I suppose that's where I found myself today, a year and some months deep in a world of love and happiness that is still somehow astonishing and foreign to me. And I am aware, for maybe just a moment, of what I have, and the vulnerability and tenderness makes me shudder and blush. And the wonder of what will come next makes my heart leap into my throat. Just 15 months ago, I spent many hours in my 8th Avenue apartment, feeling like there was a language the rest of the world was fluent in that I wasn't. I had such strange concepts of love. But a month later, 14 months before today, I met you. And I watched myself begin to speak this language as though I'd always known it.